Hey guys, it's Mr. Beast the Biscuit here, and today I'm looking at some models brought in by my friend Ukrandom 77. Right, so we're starting with some basic tube conversions that he's done, some really awesome painting. First off, do you want to just talk about what we've got here?
Yeah, this was just a normal set of GW boys and some Forge World Commando conversion set that I just put on them. Some nice poses, and I just painted them up real quick for you. That's another one.
So they got these really cool masks on, and I think the best example of your lenses is probably the previous one. I mean, he's got some really cool highlighting going on his lenses.
Yeah, the next one's got a pretty good lens.
Ah yes, he's looking very cool with his gas mask on, and he's very sort of dirty looking at. Just take a look at the back as well. They've got these cool backpacks with lots of just random stuff that orcs would pick up.
Yeah.
With their scavenger-esque culture.
That's just a normal boy.
It's got some really cool skin going on this boy.
Bright yellow pants.
Yeah. MC Hammerhawk.
Some of them are unfinished, please forgive. But, I just had to try and paint them as quickly as possible for you. Sorry.
They're used to saying unpainted rubbish stuff on this channel, don't we?
And
this guy's missing a head, but you know what they say, orcs can live without heads.
Yeah.
He's got a really cool sort of sword-esque thing on his back there.
Yeah.
So we're just going back to the first one again. So the next few models we're going to show you, we're going to do singly, because there's some really cool conversions, but we're also going to talk about just some basic commandos that have got some really cool sort of slight conversions on them, so we'll be back in a second with them. So we're back with some more tubes here. We have some knobs and orc commando conversions. This first one has got some really cool rust effects going on up on the top. So is this just a mix of paint, or are you doing a lot of wash work and stuff on this one?
There was a lot of just normal Panzeracis paints that I watered down a lot. You've got a Panzeracis, yeah. If you wanted to know, the base colour was Panzeracis Italian Tank Crew. I just layered it up with using bleach bone. You just layer it up until you get a nice finish and what you're happy with.
Yeah, and you definitely get a very cool red rusty effect.
Yeah.
So these next few models are just some sort of basic boys with some slight Forge World alterations. Again, we've got some more gas masks, some cool poses,
yeah,
and again these awesome backpacks.
These are just GW Commandos, you know, just how they come in the box.
And here are some more, again, very cool pose models, and I'm loving these massive backpacks with dynamite on them and stuff.
Yeah.
Right, so we've got a few more of these. This one, he's got sort of like a boomstick going on with dynamite. I love that. That's very characterful of an orc. Now this next one is absolutely awesome. What you did here was bang down, I assume it's green stuffed.
Yeah, yeah. It's with a bit of red paint and checkered. You know, the orcs love the checkers, don't they?
Yeah, and this cool thing you've done the weapon there with that fade, that's really awesome. Right, so we've got our last few. This one's really cool. He's rather like big, strong looking orc.
Yeah, that's the Orc Commando knob from GW, but he has a Forge World head from the Forge World Commandos kit. I'd really recommend getting it. It's a really good kit.
And he's got the grot with his little mask on up top. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Again, he's got the massive backpack with a Space Marine head.
Yeah.
Okay, on trophies now. This is probably these are like one of my favourite models you got here.
It's just a normal boy, and these are when my sculpting skills weren't very good, but he's just a normal boy. I put a mask on him, and I used some spare bits and just made a clump on the back, so I made a backpack, just a few stick bombs.
So it really shows what you can do like the orc kit, because it's great to convert an orc with sort of like minimalistic, just throwing things together. You get like some really cool ideas going.
Yeah.
So next we're going to be talking about some individual models. We'll be back with that in a sec. So we're back with the first individual model, this being a war boss from the Assault on Black Creek kit, I believe. So do you want to talk us through what you did with this like really cool base and the model just generally?
Yeah, I just got some cork from my local B&Q, and I just stuck it down the base, and then I got some flock, just padded it round on bits, and then the top bit is actually just some cardboard I ripped off, I just laid it on, made it look like corrugated board, like the top was like or the bottom of someone's like walkway to the orc house or something. A few bits more flock and ripped off bits of cork for stone and that, and some little bullets from the York boy set.
It's like a really cool effect. Okay, some things you can just get sort of like around cheaply.
Yeah, just bits and bobs that you can find around, just plonk it on it.
Right, so we'll go on to the next model now. So here we are. This is a Citadel finecast paint boy, probably one of the funniest looking models the orcs have.
Yeah.
It's a very professional job for an orc, but
yeah. I just went to my local store and picked them up because I felt like something to paint. I haven't finished him, sorry, I just had to get all the models down here for you guys, but yeah, I just did the skin, put a bit of matte varnish on the skin actually to make it look slightly shiny. I was just trying to do something new. Yeah, see what you guys think in the comments. Just a few bits with his shoulder pad and his saw. Just doing some oil washes on this one. And if you don't know what oil washes are, it's just basically oil paints and turpentine, and then I just mixed them together, watered it down and put it on.
It's quite a characterful model, isn't it? It's got his peg leg and his big buzzsaw and his giant syringe. I mean, it's quite a funny model. It's almost as good as that jester model. I completely forget what his name is. The orc who's just like a jester, but he's really cool.
Yeah.
So we're going to move on to two of the same model in very different poses next. Right, so here we are with the first Snicklot model. I put it in this position because I really want to show the blend that you've done up on this sword. I think it's really cool looking. So again, you want to talk about what's going on this model.
Yeah, it's just the normal base, like the war boss. I just used a bit of cork and flock and I just painted it like a browny colour. This is the boss Snicklot, like leader of the commandos of the orcs. And this was an old metal model that I had and I ruined quite a while ago, so I just decided to strip him and repaint him again. And I think he turned out quite well. I haven't finished him again because I started my painting not too long ago, so I was just trying to get it for you guys again.
But he's got that really cool sort of, I'll just turn this around again, he's got that really cool sort of highlighted glasses, head mask thing going on. It kind of reminds me of Sam Fisher from Splinter Cell.
Yeah.
So we're going to move on to the last model now. Okay, we're back with the second Snicklot model. Again, you've got the really cool blend going on with the blades, and you've got the same sort of base, but you've got like a really characteristic commando base, like they're sneaking into a chaos trench or something with these spikes, which, you know, sort of suits her sort of infiltrating and their fluff. So you want to talk about the slight differences between this and the other Snicklot?
Yeah, the last Snicklot, if you saw, you probably did, had like another bandana on that. I like putting bandanas on my models for some reason. This one has a backpack on because I left the backpack off the other one. Makes him look a bit more sneaky, if you ask me, like, you know, blend in with the jungle and that or whatever. So yeah, it took me, I haven't finished it again, sorry, I'm really bad at finishing models. I just tried to get it done for you. Took me a while on the skin because, you know, panzer racist, and, you know, just layering up with a bleach bone because I used green, and layer up bleach bone gives a nice effect. Washed it with a few greens. You know, took me a while just working on it, just experiment with different colours and stuff.
Okay, so we're just going to move on to the last model now. Okay, here so we have the last orc model. This is actually quite an old model painted by my older brother. Back in the day, he used to paint a few models. He never played the game, he was just into painting. So he painted this when he was about 13 years old, and we just found it before when we were going downstairs. So it's an old metal Warguts Fracker model, and it's one of the coolest models I think ever, just because it's so big and it's got such a mass to it that moving it across the table feels absolutely awesome. So he went for the very sort of weird look. All the metals have scrapes and all the paint being chipped away, and the sort of skull up at the top is really sort of dirtied and washed, and all the symbols have been chipped up, and this cabling over here is really dirty. So it's quite a cool sort of weathered model. Personally, I don't like the weathered approach. I quite like my models look sort of fresh and clean. The only sort of weathering I like is really dark, muddy. But I think it works on this model over chipping because it really suits the orc culture. So this is the last model we're going to take a look at today. I'm just going to give you a close look at something I've just finished. And yeah, so I'll see you in a second. So hey guys, I just wanted to show you like my sort of breaking point with the Grey Knight. I'm taking like a decent break from him. I'm going to start taking a look at some other models from different ranges. So I just sort of wanted to show a summary of what's been going on. I'm going to do a full rotation video with music and all that at a later date, but for now I'm just going to show you this. So you've got all the foot troops here at the front. They're looking pretty cool. And then at the back I've got my walkers. I have quite an obsession with walkers. I think I've got my 2 riflemen's flanking a Dread Knight. So I just wanted to show you that before I end the video. So thank you guys for watching. I'll see you again soon. You know, you're making this video rather difficult. Look at me when I'm speaking to you. Look at me.